a time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted. A time to kill and a time to heal.
Even a time to plant and a time to pluck up. Even if like hot, you know, you're meant to plant in like spring and then reap the harvest in like in autumn. But even that, Esau wants to mess around. He's using, you know, to be fair, you can even like greenhouses like, that's old technology anyway. Yeah. To keep like growing plants all year round. But Esau's gone beyond. Now he's got pesticides and artificial fertilizers. Yeah. This man tilling the earth. There's no rest for the earth.
Yeah. You know, I was going to say, the reason why you need the pesticides and the herbicides is because the earth is fucked.
Yeah.
Right? You got Isaiah 24:5, because the earth is defiled on the inhabitants thereof, because they haven't basically followed the ordinances and kept the laws that are prescribed in the scriptures, man.
Yeah, man.
You know, you got, you know, as Esau would call them, the savages in the Amazon rainforest. They practice that same thing to this day. They call it slash and burn farming, or live at a place. Yeah, then after a certain number of years, they'll cut down everything they've done, burn it, move on to a next patch to give that land time to rest.
Yeah, man.
But they're savages.
Yeah. And the thing is as well, it's like Esau does that in certain forests. Like when they start overgrowing, or you get big old trees, you chop them down, you burn out all the old ones, new ones grow in their place over the course of years. And that's the thing is that's order, man. Balance. That's why it's like, yo, in mass, they ain't really going down, man. You got a lot of places where it's just like that farming, that's just completely out of order, man. Even like with animals where you graze them, it's like you're meant to like move from place to place and graze them at different places over the course of time, man. Just to allow one, you might eat up all the grass in one end, then move to the next place, other one will grow back. Man, it's balance, man, you know. But then people, all these ordinances, that's just been forgotten, man. And it's because of what? Mass consumption. It's because the thing is, it's greed, man. Because Esau basically wants, okay, I want one farm, and all the beef in England's gonna come from one farm, so you can get all the money from all of England. That's, bruv, you greedy fuck, man. Just let a little motherfucking independent farmers do what they need to do as well, man. It's meant to be like each location, man doing their thing, whatever.
And you can see the history, the remnants of that from people's last names, right? You know, for instance, you'll have a load of people who are Smith. Why? Because way back when their father was, you know, was the only Smith in the town or in the village, right? Miller, you know, the German variant of that is Muller, and all, you know, all this and the other. It was all like localized business where one person will do this, another person will do that, and you grow up and outdo your father's trade.
Yeah. But now it's like you grow up, you slave for someone, and build their empire, or continue their empire. How many people work for fucking McDonald's, man? Funny as well, because like a lot of industries, it's like they'll just eat up and eat people up and chew on them and spit them out.
There was a saying, I think it's Knightsbridge. If you're a McDonald's worker in Knightsbridge, the parking meters outside make more money than you do. One of them areas like that, I remember hearing that.
Yeah, that's fucked. The thing is as well, it's like, because the way London's constructed as well, they set up where basically you're stuck in a cycle. Because a lot of people, they'll come from Italy or Spain, Portugal, Ireland, where their economy's dead. They're making no money. Their minimum wage is like fucking €4 or some shit. They're making dead wages. So they come here to try and make money. They can make better money. Then they're paying exorbitant rent fees, exorbitant travel fees. They're like, wow, okay, I came here I'm a fucking music. They might have a whole different profession. They might have a degree, they might have experience. 5 years of working as a fucking designer an architect or some shit. Then they just end up working at a goddamn like in some chain somewhere. They'll get a little managerial position. Then they've got just enough to get by. But then they can't. All that studying and whatever they did, they ain't paying back shit. That's hell. That's hell. You getting caught in the rut of London. That's actual hell. But where's the balance in it? It's like a lot of people are ignorant to it. But it's like you see the guys that clock onto it. They're like, this is fucked.
Yeah. Because they say you're only supposed to use a third of your wages on rent.
Yeah, on rent.
If you want to live on your own in London, it's costing you like, you know, on your own place, like your own 1-bedroom flat. It's costing you what, £1,000 to £1,100, right? Minimum.
That's studios.
Yeah, minimum, right? Which means you have to be earning £3,300 to live in London, right? Which is, I think, after tax, which I think is like 54 grand a year.
You're having a laugh. And the thing is like guys are on 54 grand. They're not getting one bed flats, or they're not getting studio apartments. It's a fucking joke.
This is Proverbs 29 and 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn.
Hey, you can see everyone's in mourning, man. Funny, London's got that complete spirit on it, that mourning spirit. Everyone's out there. You know, they might go out at night and try and, you know, act like, yeah, I'm loving life. On Insta, it might look like they're doing it, but really, they're all fucking depressed. When you get, it's like you get in rush hour, you get on a train. Everyone's there just morbid, or they're watching. Yeah, they're not even no emotions. They're just thinking, I hate my life. All that shit, man. That's why a lot of these guys would blow their brains out or jump off a bridge. Or just start murdering people on the sly, man. Who knows, man? Guys are losing their minds out there, man. But that's, hey, these sort of wicked fools, man.
You keep sliding away from the back.
I don't even know it. Get thinking, 2 Peter 3. Actually, get 2 Peter 2.
It's
And Psalm 42.
This is 2 Peter's chapter 2 and 4. And spared not the old world, but saved Noah, the 8th person, a preacher of righteousness.
Okay, yeah.
A preacher of righteousness, bringing in the flood upon the world of the ungodly, and turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemned them with an overthrow, making them an example unto those that after should live ungodly.
Yeah, man. People in a messed up situation, messed up predicaments. But a lot of it is because of the unrighteous way people are living, man. Because more or less, hey, the example's been set, man. It's like being a homosexual, like hella homosexuality is fucking in vogue right now, man.
Yeah.
And being a tranny, that's in vogue. You know, just being like, actually, I'm androgynous. Some guy with a full beard, wearing a dress, and some fat, overweight dude with a beard, wearing a dress, trying to say, I'm a nigga, give it up, man.
Your uni has a lot to play with that as well, because you get guys that ain't down with all of that shit. Then they get into uni, and after the factory that is uni, you know.
They're basically, you don't accept that. That's they pretty much force it down your throat.
Yeah,
you have
man.
to accept everything, man.
Yeah. If I can say, that's why in the law, right? It says what do you call it? If you have a homosexual, you put them to death, right? Just keep evil away. Because what happens is, and I've heard people say this as well, like, oh, you know, before I didn't know about homosexual, this, that, and the other. But you know, you spend some time with them, realize that they're cool. They're just people. And then it's that they're just people, which
And then
you know.
they're just like, yeah, so you know, I just tried it once. You know, he was like,
Yeah,
he
it
said
wasn't that
you'll
bad.
enjoy it, and it's like, you know, I couldn't believe it. It opened my eyes to whole new possibilities.
Yeah.
Then he's a homo too, man.
Yeah.
It's a plague.
Yeah.
That's a plague, man. It's like you chill around that guy. That guy's you might get drunk with the guy. He'll creep on you one night.
Oh man.
You wake up with your sore anus, and you have to quantify that. So you're gonna say, I liked it.
Yeah,
I remember what was funny because it's like even with You have like a lot of these women, they might get raped by someone like a family member or some shit. The uncle might come over when they're like 12 or 11 or even 8. Some of these you guys are all messed up.
Some of them are Jake.
Yeah, a lot of them are Jake, man.
Yeah. Hey,
Well, God,
it's like, cause I was gonna say Tommy Sotomayor was bringing that out. How we try to make it seem like a white people problem, but Jake, he's doing that.
doing it hella.
Hella.
Because it's like, with, what I was gonna say is like, they might be young, they'll be like 10, 11, they'll get stiffed in one time by some criminal uncle. Then they just have to stop crying. For them to like stay sane, and I might say, well, I liked it, I enjoyed it. I'm glad he did that. And then they're all out there, they're completely out of whack, man. Their mind's done. And that's what a lot of people will do, man. They'll just go, oh, no, but it's like you get these people raised up in this society, say, yeah, there's nothing wrong with homosexuality. You can see that they're just repeating what they've been programmed with, and they really believe in that, man.
Yeah, like the old mantra was, I haven't got a problem with it.
Keep it away from me.
But then after all, Esau, like you're saying, through the propaganda, basically put certain, like in terms of like the Skripal case, the poisoning, right? These people just repeating the same thing. Oh, we don't care. We know Russia did it. We know Russia did it. We know, despite evidence to the contrary. Russia try to execute someone, they're doing that shit properly, man.
My man, what's it? And the thing is, and he would die as well. That guy that back in, what was it, 2008?
Litvinenko.
Yeah, I can't even pronounce it. So yeah, my man. All you see is 2 days later he was there. It was like no hair, no nothing. Is it? Then he was gone.
Yeah, he was gone. And because even the whole in the Skripal case is like it was apparently on their door, their house door. They walked around wherever it was, Salisbury, for 4 hours. Went to lunch, did all of this, did all of that. Then nothing happened. Then this copper touches them and falls ill immediately.
Sounds like a hot mess, man.
Some couple who was wearing a glove with something on the glove. Through their skin. And so that's what she wrote, man. And it says, and turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemn them with an overthrow, making them an ensample unto those that after should live ungodly, and delivered just Lot, vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked.
Yeah, vexed with a filthy conversation. Because, hey, if a guy saying he's going to be a homo and talking about how he likes swallowing sperm and it tastes great and all, that his arsehole's itching for a fresh dick. What? Yeah, you too, man, you too. But if a guy's doing all that, that's all kind of, bro, that's messed up, man. That shit'll fuck your spirit up, man. You're there. This
guy had a bad day,
man. It has to vex your spirit. The thing is like, if it's not vexing your spirit, then, hey, man, you're part of the problem, man.
That's right.
It's like what the Westboro Baptist Church says, what, fag enablers? I think it is.
Oh man.
Grab
I have more than this.
Oh, you're more? Go on.
For that righteous man dwelling among them, and seeing and hearing, vexed his righteous soul from day to day with their unlawful deeds, man. So that there, also proves that, back during that time that the law, was horrible, man. Because the scripture says Lot from day to day was vexed with their unlawful deeds, man. From day to day, meaning, because at times that's the scriptures. It doesn't have to go into every single detail. But it's saying here through the Spirit, because he was vexed from day to day, man. And that's the same thing now, man.
That's why a lot of it is, hey man, the scriptures are spiritual. You have to basically be switched on to it. A lot of people, they're carnal pieces of shit. That's why certain things are put outside their reach. But grab Daniel 12 and we'll close on that.
This is
the wages of sin is death, man.
Yeah.
And the thing is, that's how it's been, man. And Jake had to pay the piper, went into slavery. What makes you think the so-called white man's basically going to get away from that scot-free? Hey man, the judge, hey man, hey, the bills got to be paid, man.
And this is Daniel 12:1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation.
Yeah,
Even
man, that time of trouble is gonna be on a scale never before seen. But yeah, and that's what's waiting for our people. The thing is like, you know, it can seem people that actually check the news out every once in a while. I'm like, wow, it's terrible. There's all kinds of awful things happening. Hey man, it's gonna be beyond that. People might see, you know, a massacre happen here, hundreds of people here, a couple more hundred people get blown up, a couple more, like, what was it, 84 people up in France who got hit by that truck. That guy, I don't know how that guy's a legend, man. I don't know how he pulled them numbers off, man. He was getting it in, because I'm like, that's some, you need some New Year's Eve shit in London to pull that off, man. Just like when the fireworks go off, mount the curb by the river, and then just like, you know, start drifting. But you know, that's hey man, that's terrors beyond that are gonna be what we're gonna see, man.
And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble, such was never since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that same time, thy people shall be delivered. Everyone that shall...
Hey, we're gonna... The elect's gonna be grabbed up out of there, man. Because, hey, man, that's what we're about. Man, we want to get the fuck out of here, man.
Oh, man.
This place is a shithole, man. Man having to grind out all the bill BS on the daily. Man are thinking about getting the fuck out of here, man. And that's what a lot of our... Hey, man, if you're in here trying to build up any kind of, you know, BS on this side, you need to give that shit up. That's, hey, you're gonna get caught out there.
And it says, everyone that shall be found written in the book.
What verse was that?
Daniel 12:1.
Yeah, I was gonna keep reading a few more verses.
Okay, nice.
That's like verse 4.
And it says, and many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake.
Yeah, that's it, man. Hey, man, men that died in the faith, they're gonna be rejuvenated, man, brought back, man, and they're gonna have that new body, man. That's another thing. We're waiting for that reward, man. That reward at the end, man. That's, hey, the thing is one of the things that irks you so much in this place is that Jake's basically looked at like a piece of esteemed as urban pictures out here, man. We're basically looked down on. I'm like, that is something. You got some grimy, some people who can't walk straight, or some crackers who can't dance, trying to look at you like what the fuck, I'm like, that shit is irksome. And then you see shit going on. You're like, this is just everything. This thing needs to get wiped out, and a righteous system built on top. Because everything's a mess. Everything's a hot mess. Like, you got women running around doing God knows what, man, to the early hours of the morning, doing all kinds of unrighteousness. All kinds of things, man. The children are all out of order, man. You might have a youth. That youth's gonna be going to school. Might be having a tranny for a teacher or homo.
Yep.
What the hell is going on? So, okay, that guy, you're trying to make you sit on his lap and shit. You don't know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah.
That shit's irksome as fuck.
But, like, remember in primary school, you had certain kids, yeah? You couldn't get, like, changed to go to do some sports activity.
Oh, yeah.
And then ask the teacher, can you help me change? I can't tie my shoelace and shit. And then the actual grown teacher, you know, it's funding the youth, man.
Yeah, some little 5-year-old girl. Like, yeah, let me just put this shirt on.
Yeah.
He's such a criminal. Yeah, even that, man. I'm like, bro.
Remember in primary school when that used to happen, bro?
Yeah. I see it.
I can't put it on.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah? Yeah?
Because even man mentioned about, like, all these Jakes that are funding up their little nieces and whatever the fuck.
It's common.
That shit, I'm like, bro, that shit's needs. I'm like, bro, Jake needs. I'm like, what the hell is? What kind of state is Jake in? Where a man's gonna see his 8-year-old niece and be like, you're pretty.
Hard, bro.
It's like, yo, come to the bathroom.
Yeah.
We need help. We need your help me wash. Some grime.
The aunties as well, though.
Yeah, the aunties as
Oh
well.
man, yeah.
There's hella stories about that.
Hey man.
Hella story.
Hey man,
Yeah,
our people have
sticking in.
stories, man.
On the youth, some 8-year-olds being told, yeah, sticky.
Or just
What the-
playing
I'm
with his
like,
rod.
what the- Innit, what the fuck? Sucking him off or some shit. No, I'm like, if Jake is doing it, I'm like, that is the programming has failed spectacularly, man. There is an error. That is a fucking error loop right there, man. If you got some shit like that going on, everything's gone wrong, man. Everything that could go wrong has gone wrong, man. That's why you just need the cleansing of fire and start again. It's funny because this man mentioned the forest. You burn out some of the forest to get the new growth coming out, man. That's the same thing that's going to happen with the earth. You have to burn out a lot of the forest of people. It's funny, people are compared to trees. So the forest of the people are going to have to burn out a lot of them. Basically for that new growth. Gone.
Some to everlasting life, and some to shame and everlasting contempt.
So a lot of these people that shame, a lot of Muslims.
Yeah, mate, yeah.
So,
Are you a Jew?
yeah.
I could already tell, brother.
Yeah, you can tell. There you go.
Right, yeah, I'm a
I
cab.
can tell before you.
Yeah, I saw you. I said he's a
around
Jew.
the corner. I can tell, man.
Okay,
Well, I'm curious.
Curious.
So do you think do you actually consider yourself an actual an original Jew?
Yeah.
What do you base that on?
Well, history, genetics, fact, it's like...
Okay, what about the
Fact.
Bible?
What about
Where's
the
the Bible come into that? Because this is the book of the Jews, right? This is a Jews book, right?
Yeah.
The Biblia. You know. So why is it why does what the Bible says not factor into you being a Jew, man?
yeah, man.
What do you mean? Explain, elaborate. What do you mean?
Okay, well, bring Song of Solomon. You know who King Solomon is, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know he's king over Israel.
Yes.
Well, bring
yeah.
it, go on, bring it.
Songs of Solomon 1 and 5.
Hey, you can talk to me. Just talk to me.
No, mate, I'm reading it out
No,
loud.
just read, man. Don't engage, man.
I am black, but comely.
So Solomon said, "I am black."
Okay, can I just read it in the text?
Go ahead, man.
Where can you just point it out to me? Don't
It's
mind.
right there, man. It's right there, highlighted.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, read it again.
Yeah,
so you
yeah,
can hear it
yeah,
nice and
man.
clear, man.
Okay, you can be at the same time.
I am black, but comely. All ye daughters of Jerusalem, as the tents of Kodar.
And what's the word kadam?
Yeah, I want to know.
So, Kedar is Kedar's an area.
Actually,
It's an
in
area. It's an area.
Yeah, but
In
what
Hebrew-
does the word mean?
What does it mean, mate?
I don't know.
You should know. It means dark skin.
It means dark skin.
Right.
Dark skin. No, not dark.
It means dark skin.
As the curtains of Solomon. Look not upon me, because I am black.
Go on.
Right, okay, I don't wanna-
Because the sun have looked upon me.
So the sun. So when you go in the sun, do you turn black?
Turn dark. Turn dark.
you don't.
Tan.
Bro,
Dark.
Bro,
I don't turn dark.
listen, bro.
I turn lighter, I stay the same.
No, but we're gonna.
Do I
cut,
turn lighter
we're gonna, we're
or
gonna
stay
cut,
the
we're,
same?
We're gonna cut the crap. When you go in the sun, does your skin become like this?
Okay, cool.
And simple, and that is dealt
So
with.
if it gets
So
dark.
then, how can you claim to be the
Can
real
I ask you a
Jews
question?
when your physical description is the complete opposite?
And on top
Hold on. Go on.
I'll tell you why. Because dark is a relative term.
No.
So for example, what do you mean no? It's not a
says
relative term.
as a tense of Kedar.
Kedar, that's
Who's
it.
Kedar?
That's the
Kedar
point, yep.
was called Dar. Did you know who Kedar was? He was one of the sons. I think it might be the grandson. It was either a son or grandson of Ishmael. He was called Kedar because he was dark skinned. He was intentionally compared to, even the word black is used, Kedar, dark skin. I am dark skinned. And he says, as I'm black because the sun look upon me. You know, any dark-skinned person, if I go in the sun, because I've gone on trips to sunnier climates, tropical climates, I get darker.
Yeah.
So if we deal with what the Bible says, that's plain and simple. Hold on that.
Okay.
So that's strike one. And now let's.
No, it's not strike one.
Yes,
It's
it
not
is.
strike.
Yes, it
you
is.
can't just say something
Yes,
and
yeah.
not let me answer.
Yeah,
say strike
Revelation
one.
to-
I mean,
Revelation
you
2 and
can,
9.
but then
Revelation
end
2
of discussion. You can
No,
do that.
but
you can do that.
bro, okay.
If you
so,
don't understand,
so you show
fine, no
me
problem.
how you
No
guys
problem.
are now in the land line up with that scripture.
Was
Okay,
five?
so
It talks about and King David with them.
Oh yeah,
None of
grab that
that's
one
in
as well.
Jeremiah. I'll get that.
Well, this is the problem. What you're doing is this is poetry. You're taking poetry.
No.
Right,
No.
What do you know?
No, you do not. You don't get to do that because you.
No, it's a fact.
No. That's
it's our book. You can't tell me what my book or what to do.
Listen, bro.
It is poetry.
Listen,
It's
bro.
a fact.
If you're gonna say that, wait, just because it's poetry.
You only have
No. Stop
you
there.
only have
Stop
this
there.
book for white people.
Stop
It's
there.
printed by white people.
That's completely.
All numbers
You
12
don't
and
have-
10.
That's
You don't have any printed book.
That's completely false.
you're-
Oh no, actually, hold on. No, you're correct. We do only have this Bible because a bunch of some old white guys who owns a company printed it. That's correct. That's
Yeah,
correct.
and the guys
Cambridge Press
and the guys that translated were also.
Nope.
People that translated were also white.
No, but you're trying it.
Yes, they were.
You're trying it. but
King James
BS.
was black,
The
though.
Cambridge Press. Listen, bro.
You don't know nothing.
Listen, bro. The Cambridge Press printed it, but that doesn't matter.
But anyway,
Who wrote in the Hebrew, man? Our people did. Listen, man.
Look.
Because the thing is what you've still not done. You've still not brought an explanation for why the people in the land now are not dark skinned, but in the Bible, the king of the people, and get Jeremiah 14 and 2.
And
Get
also
Jeremiah
it says
14 and 2. Why is it that the physical description is completely changed?
First of all, there's many aspects of it. Let me let's deal with what you were talking about first.
Jeremiah 14
Let's do
2.
it.
Jeremiah.
Listen, because
Jeremiah.
hold on.
Hey,
You know you said.
you're gonna
You
let me
said no.
respond or not?
I'm gonna let you respond in a sec. But you said it was poetry. Let's give you an example.
That was one answer. You haven't addressed that. You
Let's
said
give
it
you an
wasn't.
example.
Well, you haven't-
No, let's give you an
You haven't
example.
addressed it. You just said it wasn't. You just make a statement.
Stop talking. I'm saying, look, I'm gonna give you the point. Okay, that's poetry. Therefore, it doesn't count. Jeremiah 14:2. Show me the poetry in this.
Okay, so
Jeremiah
do this one, okay.
14 and 2. Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish.
Who's Judah?
Judah is well, could you be talking about the tribe, literally Judah, or the
It's
person,
talking about the
or the
tribe.
tribe?
It's talking about the tribe of
Talking about
Judah.
tribe.
It's in Jeremiah. It's not talking about the man.
It's not
Bro.
talking about the man. Yes, it's talking about the tribe of Judah. You're correct. This is correct.
But you didn't know.
Go on.
You're correct.
All right. They are black onto the ground.
So what color is soil?
So it's like black. It's black.
Alright, cool.
Black.
Okay, so Judah is black onto the ground.
What's the context?
Bro,
We just
bro,
told
No, you did not tell me. You read it out.
Read it again. Read it.
Jeremiah.
Hold on.
Context.
What does the word context mean?
Yeah, what does context mean?
You tell me what it means.
Bro,
It's an English
no,
word.
hold on.
You don't know what the English word means?
Hold on, bro.
What does what mean?
No.
What does what mean?
That's not how.
You're asking me a word. Why are you asking me?
That's
What do you
not.
think it means?
No. You said the word. If you're gonna say it, explain to me what you mean. What does the word context
Do I
mean?
have to explain every
Yes,
single
Yes.
word?
If you're gonna know.
Okay, what does what
If
mean?
you use a word, I don't know what it means.
What does
You
I
got-
mean? You're being silly. What does I mean?
No. What does
You're being
context
silly.
mean?
What does context
You're the
mean?
one using the word. You have to explain it to me,
Okay,
to
you want
Russ,
to explain
to
it, I explain
bomber
it.
us. But how come man try and say that's like me saying elucidate, and you say what does elucidate mean? I'm saying, oh, you don't know what elucidate means? You should just elucidate. Oh, you know what, nigga? Come on, man. Explain the word.
And on
I'm
top
not
of
nigga.
that,
I'm not nigga. Okay, let
Context.
me
Original
is
nigga.
actual
I don't know
word.
the different
context is
pronunciations.
a compound word.
Okay,
So it
hold on.
goes
Okay,
into the
Okay,
meaning.
okay, explain the word context. You want me to
What
before I explain to you? Do you know what the word means?
Yeah, we do. So that's what we're
Okay,
asking you.
so
You know
I'm
what I'm
asking,
gonna
what do you
do?
think
You
the
know what
word
I'm
means?
gonna do?
What
You know what I'm gonna do?
You're saying you
You're
don't
an
know,
idiot,
but you
man.
do know what
You're
it
an
means.
idiot.
So
Okay,
why
we'll
you
give you-
why you
bro.
want to explain if you know what it
Bro,
means?
listen.
I want to know, what do
Listen.
you think the word means?
Listen.
Okay, you don't explain. I'll tell you how I understand the word.
No,
Fine.
not
How
how
you
you
understand,
understand.
bro?
What
there
is
is
the
only one.
understand?
Hold on. Let's not
Okay.
make this a clusterfuck. First of all,
Well, that's what you're doing.
there is only one meaning for the word, or there might be multiple meanings. But essentially, there's a dictionary definition. There is a definitive answer. It's not how you feel about it. How you feel about the word blue is not going to make the word blue mean the color yellow, is it? You're not going to say, oh, that blue taxi in New York, and talk about a yellow taxi.
Have you
No.
read the dictionary?
So
Do you remember
explain
all
what the word context means.
Every single word.
Stop diverting from the point. What
Okay,
context means?
so the word context means. So I'll give you an example. To understand what it
No. Just explain. If you don't know what it means, say I don't know what it means.
means. I know what it means.
Explain what it means. Don't give me an example. Just to explain
Okay,
what it means.
explain me what the word blue means, but don't give me an example. Just explain it.
Stop.
So don't be
Stop.
silly. So don't be silly.
Stop.
Don't
No.
Don't do that
Blue.
nonsense.
No.
Don't do that
Let's
nonsense.
don't engage
Don't do
that
that
bit.
nonsense.
I'm not going to engage into
Don't
your
give that
nonsense.
nonsense.
Listen.
Don't give that nonsense.
The word context
I'll
is very.
explain
The
you-
word.
I'll
Stop
explain you
talking.
what the
Stop
word
talking.
context means,
Stop talking.
okay? In my own
Stop.
way.
No.
Don't tell me how to
Stop
explain the
talking.
word
Stop
context.
talking, my man.
I don't
The
know
word
why you're going
context
down
means.
this way.
The word context means in the text. So read it again. Read Jeremiah 14:2.
Is
This is,
that a
Jeremiah.
dictionary? Is that the only dictionary
Read it,
definition?
read it.
Jeremiah 14
No,
and 2.
stop then. Stop
Judah
there.
mourneth,
Stop there. We're gonna
and the
take it
gates
down.
thereof
That's your
languish.
claim.
And the
Let's check
gates
if that's
thereof
true.
languish.
This is your
They are
only,
black
the only
onto the
definition
ground.
They
of
are
word
black
context.
onto the ground. So
So
in the
let's-
text, It means they're black onto
So
the
let's
ground.
check the dictionary.
No, we're
Because
not
you
here.
made a claim
Listen, my
that
man.
the word context only means in the text. So let's check
listen,
if that's in the dictionary.
bro, if
Context
you're not going to
meaning.
engage with the scripture, we're not sitting here to argue what the word context means.
That's what you did for half an hour.
Okay, we're gone, yeah?
Okay.
Shalom, yeah?
You done? Finished? Finished?